What is up, guys? This is a custom gameplay request from one of my channel members, the Olaps, the friendly robot. So a huge shout out to Olaps. Thank you so much for your support. I am very excited for his gameplay here. So basically, he requested I take on Nebula on expert mode, playing as any hero that I choose, but we're doing a what if theme on it. And whatever hero that we pick, they will become Star Lord instead of the Star Lord that we all know, Peter Quill, right? So if you guys have seen the What If series, on Disney Plus for Marvel, in that one, we actually had T'Challa, Black Panther, take on the mantle of Star Lord because Yondu abducted him instead of abducting Peter Quill. So I'm gonna stay on theme here. We're gonna play as Black Panther here, and then for the house rule from the Olaf's request, instead of having the Wakanda trait, he's gonna actually have the Guardian trait here in hero form. And his hero ability, he'll still have the Retaliate one, but he can also make any single or every single ally that we play have the Guardian trait. So we're going to do a Leader the Guardians theme here with T'Challa as the new leader. So we start off in Alter Ego with the Milano support rated up. Okay, so let's get Nebula set up. Oh, actually, let's go through our deck first. So we are playing aggression deck here, and I really want to try out the Energy Spear here with T'Challa. So we have 3 copies of the Energy Spear attached to any Guardian ally, and then max 1 per ally. The ally gets +2 attack and the attack scan piercing. So really cool here because every single ally in this deck will have the Guardian trait if we play the ally in hero form. Not in Alter Ego though, because we don't have the ability in Alter Ego, but in hero form we make all our allies have the Guardian trait. So we have Bug, Throg, Spider Girl, Psylocke. Gamora already naturally has a Guardian trait, so does Rocket Raccoon. We have Professor X, Groot, Mockingbird, and Nick Fury. So any ally, if we play them in hero form, they have the Guardian trait, so we can give them the Energy Spear to do tons of damage to Nebula. And we have 3 copies of Dropkick here, 3 copies of Fusillade, exhaust a weapon upgrade controller, do 5 damage to enemy. This can include our Energy Spears here because this is a weapon upgrade, and also T'Challa has some weapon upgrades here as well. With what does he have? He has the Energy Daggers is a weapon upgrade, that weapon trait, and then same with the Panther Claws here, also another weapon upgrade. So that's some synergy right there. So we can just do tons of damage to Nebula. We have the 2 power of aggressions, hand cannon, martial prowess, and 3 basic devils right here. Yeah, so that is the aggression deck breakdown here for this Guardian Black Panther deck. Really excited to see if we can do well against Nebula, but we'll see, guys. Nebula is pretty swingy, so we'll see if we can get her to not get a bunch of techniques on us. Okay, so let's go ahead and get Nebula set up now. So the main scheme stage 1A says to put Nebula's ship environment into play. So we have the ship right here, and then we also have the Milan support into play. We have control of it. We can exhaustively generate a wild resource, and we also attach the Power Stone to Nebula. Then it says to discard the top 2 cards of the encounter deck and attach each technique attachments card this way to Nebula. So let's shuffle up the encounter deck here. And then we're going to discard the first 2 cards off the top here, and hopefully we don't get any techniques, right? That is not what we want. Techniques, no good. All right, so top 2 cards. Technique. Okay, so let's see. Attach each technique discard to Nebula. So she only gives us one. The white stance will reduce the amount of damage Nebula takes from each attack by 1. And special is discard 1 card rain from hand. The special only triggers whenever another effect activates that. And Nebula will have the Power Stone, so +1 Thor, +1 attack. If we can do 3 or more damage here with a single attack, we take the Power Stone away from her. I don't like that random discard though. That's going to be pretty rough. All right, so that's it with the main scheme. Advance to stage 1B. It's going to start off with 2 initial threat, goes up X per turn. X equals to the number of evasion counters on Nebula's ship, which is right here. So as a force interrupt, when the villain phase begins, we always place an evasion counter on the ship. And as a first player action, we can exhaust them and spend up to 2 resources, remove 1 evasion counter here for each resource spent that way. And let's shuffle up our deck a little bit more. So right now, we got to remember that the wide stance will reduce the amount of damage she takes from each attack by 1. Okay, and the only way for us to get rid of it is as a force interrupt. Whenever Nebula initiates an activation, we can trigger the special here and discard it. But that's the only way to get rid of it. Okay, so not the best there. We're going to shuffle up our player deck, and then hopefully we can get into something good here. So Zora Mulligan, we're going to drop to our hands here 6 in Alter Ego. Okay, Vibranium. Ooh, double Vibranium. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oof, the Wakanda Forevers are very bad here. Actually, are they bad? Because we can play this, use our setup to get another thing, and then play Wakanda Forever on turn 1. We can play 2 Wakanda Forevers. If we get Panther Claws, I can take the Power Stone, but we have no blocker. Throg, I mean, Throg doesn't get value here anyways. I think I should just hold on to his hand. I wish I had one more resource. I'd rather play one Throg and then one Wakanda Forever, but I think this will work out too. Okay, let's go and get started here. So we're gonna hold into his hand. Let's use our setup. Search your deck for a Black Panther upgrade. Add to your hand. Let's get our big attack with the Panther claws here. Add that to your hand because it is a Black Panther upgrade, and we'll shuffle up our deck here. Okay. One thing to keep in mind is that we're using 2 Vibraniums here, so we only have 1 more Vibranium left, but we do have 3 basic doubles and 2 power regression, so we still have some stuff left here. But we're going to take some damage here for Nebula. But I can do a lot of damage on our turn at least, so that's good. All right. So what are we doing here? Let's use the double here so we can play our Panther Claws. It's a 2-cost upgrade. The special it has attack keyword, so it does count as attack. We do 2 damage to enemy and 4 damage if it's the final step in the sequence. Let's use another Vibranium here to play Tactical Genius. This one, the special is remove 1 threat from the scheme, and 2 if it's the final step in the sequence. Then let's go ahead and flip up to hero form here. All right, we're gonna do tons of stuff here. Let's exhaust Milan to generate a wild resource so we can play Wakanda Forever. Hero action: resolve special ability on each Black Panther upgrade you control in any order. So we're gonna do the Tactical Genius first, removes 1 threat from the scheme, take it off the main, and then we'll do the Panther Claws next. So since it's the final step in the sequence, it's gonna do 4 damage to enemy, so 4 to Nebula, but reduce the amount of damage she takes from each attack by 1, so just 3 damage. That'll bring her from 17 down to 14. But 3 damage is enough to steal the Power Stone from her, because if we can do more than 3 or more damage with a single attack, which we did because it has attack keyword, Panther Claws is an attack, we take the Power Stone. So now T'Challa is going to have +1 Thor, +1 attack here. That will resolve this Wakanda Forever. Then we're going to use a resource here to play a second Wakanda Forever. Hero action resolve special of each Black Panther we control in any order. So once again, Tactical Genius first, takes the threat off the main. And then Panther Claws is going to do 4 damage. This reduces it by 1, so just 3. Brings her from 14 down to 11. Alright. And then we are going to exhaust and swing for 3. She'll reduce it by 1, so just 2 damage. Brings her from 11 down to 9. Okay, that was pretty decent. We're going to end our turns right up, but now we're defenseless. The drawback up to our hands is a 5. We've got some doubles, which is good to see, but we're going to randomly lose a card. These are all, well, this is a good hand here as well, but it will depend how good it is depending on whatever we lose. Okay, it is Nebula's turn. She's going to add force and when a villain phase begins, we add an evasion counter there first on the ship. Okay, then we add X threat equal to the evasion counter, which is just going to be 1. All right, then Nebula's going to attack us here. She's hitting with a base of 2. She gets a face down boost card here. Question is, I think I always exhaust here to defend. I don't want to take damage right now. Yeah, we will. Yeah, hopefully she doesn't get a boost of 3. We're gonna exhaust defend here for 2. This will be, oh wait, force interrupt. So before the boost gets reviewed, when Nebula activates against you, resolve special of each technique upgrade in play. So the technique special here is to discard 1 card random from your hand. So we're gonna shuffle over hand. We're gonna lose 1 card, and then we can choose and discard 1 of those attachments. So we can get rid of the white stance here after we trigger its special. All right, shuffle up. I don't even know what we want to lose. We're losing a double here. What we got going on? So we can play Fusillade. It's not terrible. I kind of actually want to get Mockingbird down though. All right, it's fine. So we're defending the attack. Here's a boost. Dang it, dang it, dang it. Okay, after activation, attach this card Nebula and resolve special. Okay, so first this gets discarded. And then Nebula's gonna hit us for 2. We're defending for 2. We take no damage, so we keep the Power Stone. We have retaliate 1, so let's hit her back for 1. That'll bring her from 9 down to 8. And then we attach this to Nebula now. She gains Stalwart. The special is you're stunned if you're already stunned. Wait, after the activation ends, attach card Nebula and resolve the special. So it resolves, we get stunned, and then she also gains Star, and the special is you get stunned here. And if you're already stunned, give Nebula a face down boost card. That's pretty bad. Okay, all right, and then what's gonna happen next? We will get a face down counter card. And then this card's not searched because it was not reviewed. It came with the boost effect. Nebula makes the first technique attachment each player against each round gains search. So it wasn't reviewed. We got an advance. She's gonna scheme here. Okay, so the good thing here is the force and will trigger. No, actually, it's not good. She might pop this. So Nebula's gonna scheme. Let's just put the advance here. So Nebula is scheming right now with this advance. So whenever she activates, resolve special of each technique in play. So this one says you are stunned. If you're already stunned, give Nebula a face down boost card. So she gets a boost right here before the activation. Okay, so she has a boost here. Then we can discard 1 of her attachments. So we get rid of the evasive maneuvering. She'll get another boost here for the scheme activation, her regular boost, and then she's scheming for, okay, oh, another technique, guys. All right, so luckily she only schemes for 2, but we do a special here, or the boost here first. After activation ends, we attach the Nebula and resolve special. Okay, so she's just scheming for 2. The man goes up to 3, and then this all gets discarded. Now, after activation, we attach it to Nebula. She gains retaliate 1 and special to take a damage. We do the special right now, so we take a damage. It's not an attack, so we won't retaliate against that one. All right, back over to our turn. So we already got a couple techniques out of the way. Don't know if that's good or bad. I kind of want to get the Marshall. I mean, I'm stunned, so there's no point in playing a Fusillade here. Let's use a double resource when paying for an aggression card, so I can play our Martial Prowess. 2-cost upgrade. We can exhaust to generate a physical resource for an attack event. Let's use a first player action here. I think I want to hold on to Mockingbird though. Yeah, we can exhaust Milano, spend up to 2 resources. We're gonna spend 1 to remove equal amount of evasion counter, so we'll take 1 evasion counter off of here. All right, that's gonna end our turn. We're stunned here. Yeah, let's just ready back up. And we'll draw back up to 5, hold on to Mockingbird because I want to get her stun off, so it activates less. Okay, this is not bad. We're getting really good hands. Nebula's just doing stuff to mess us up, but if we can get some of this stuff down, like a confuse and the stun off, whew, that'd be really good. All right, it is Nebula's turn. She's gonna add 1 evasion counter, and then she'll add 1 threat to the main because the 1 evasion counter goes up to 4. All right, she is going to attack us here. I need to just give her the Power Stone, I think, because I'm stunned. I need to attack to get rid of my stun. Yeah. Okay, so we'll take the attack to the face. She's hitting with a base of 2. Oh wait, before she activates, the Force Interrupt will trigger. So we take a damage here, drop down to 9, and then we can discard it. Okay. We're going through the techniques here. Okay, we're taking this attack to the face, 2 plus a boost. Oh, not again, guys. Okay, so after activation ends, attach Nebula and resolve special. So we take 2 damage. We some 9.7. We retain the Power Stone, which is nice. But now we attach Nebula. So she cannot take more than 5 damage from a single attack. And special is to place 1 threat on the scheme. We do the special, actually. So we place a threat on the main. Goes up to 5 here. Okay, at least they're not surging, but all of them are coming out, guys. We're getting a counter card here. Hopefully we can get a break. And we got a minion here with Quick Strike. Not necessarily a break. So they're going to attack us here for 2. And after they attack and damage you, remove the top card of your deck from the game. I think we have to take this because I need to get rid of the stun. Yeah. All right, we're going to take 2 damage with the Quick Strike. And since we took damage, we remove the top card of our deck from the game, which is, oof, Psylocke. Don't want to see her go. That's okay. All right, so she's gone here. So we're back here. I can't even use a hand cannon, right, because we're stunned. After as many attacks and damages you, I could play. I can only play 1 ally, huh? Oh man, let me think. If I play X, he can thwart, confuse Nebula. It's not that good. Yeah, we don't really have the economy. Yeah, I think I have to just play the hand cannon with the other resources. But I'm stunned here, so Parallax is gonna hit me again. I think we play X because I need that confuse to flip down. Hopefully she doesn't gain stalwart. That's all we can really hope on. Yeah, let's do 3 resources here so I can play Professor X. Whenever he enters play, choose one. We're going to pick the one to confuse the villain. And then X is going to thwart for 3 from the main. We got to drop this down to 2 so it doesn't pop. X will take a consequential damage. We're going to exhaust to attack, removes that stun. And we'll exhaust some Milan to generate a resource. This would be a second resource here to play our hand cannon. 2-cost upgrade. It's restricted. And then whenever your hero makes a basic attack, we can exhaust this card and remove a charge counter from here to get +2 for attack, and we gain overkill. So we do have 3 charge counters on this card. All right, guys. Hopefully we can pull something out here. That will end our turn. Yep, it's already up. We're gonna draw back up to 5. We're getting a lot of doubles, which I'm liking. Okay, this could. Okay, we got the last vibranium and a genius. Is that like all of our doubles though? Let's see. Yeah, that is. We still have 1 more power of aggression, I think, but that's pretty much it with that. I want to play everything here. Okay, it is Nebula's turn. She's gonna add an evasion counter. Then she adds 2 threats to the main because there's 2 evasion counters. It goes up to 4. Okay, that is not good. Okay, she's going to attack us. We trigger the Force Interrupt first. So we trigger the special here. Place 1 threat on the main. Goes up to 5 again. And then we can discard it. She's gonna hit us here. We'll defend with Professor X. This would be the boost card. Who's gonna be a technique? Okay, not a technique. Give the villain additional boost. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4 damage takes out Professor X. Okay, now the Pyro Lackey is gonna. Oh, I forgot. We retaliate, so we actually hit the Pyro Lackey back for 1 whenever it quick striked us. It is a mandatory trigger, so I need to remember to do that. It's gonna hit us here again for 2. We're gonna take it. Drop from 5 down to 3. We remove the top card of our deck from the game. We lose a Fusillade, and then we're gonna retaliate again. Hit him back for 1. All right. Did I miss a retaliate on Nebula, guys? Let me see. 8 damage on her. So we did 3, 3 plus 2 is 8. So I think we did the retaliate because she had 17 life. So yeah, I think we dealt with the retaliate. Wait, turn 1, she attacked us, and then we defended retaliate. No, we should retaliate twice. Sorry guys. So I missed another mandatory trigger there with retaliate. So we retaliate again because she hit us once where we defended and then once where we did not defend. So we should retaliate twice. So she should be down to 7 health. Okay. Here's the encounter card, guys. I just need a break here with the encounter card. Okay, card guard is fine. Discard, upgrade, or support control. So we just choose something to discard. Okay, let me look at our hand here. Which card do I want to discard based on what our hand is looking like? So if I swing, I can take out the Parallacky. We have Nebula confused, so I'm going to flip down here. With Rocket Raccoon, I think I need his Thwarting actually. So we're going to play Rocket to Thor for 2, even though his overkill is really nice. And then I need to drop the evasion counters. So maybe the Vibranium goes for that. Wait. We Thor for 3. So maybe I'm throwing with T'Challa here and Rocket can overkill with the Energy Spear. That feels pretty good. We have 2 more drop kicks left in the deck. So I think if I do this for Rocket, and then I can't play the Energy Spear and do that because I need to use Milano's first player action for that. So we can still hold on to Energy Spear, I guess. But Rocket can overkill the minion, and then we can thwart for 3, and it will clear off Nebula's ship. So I think we discard the Tactical Genius here. I want to keep all this other stuff. Yeah, let's discard the Tactical Genius. So that's our upgrade that we're discarding with the Caught Off Guard. All right, back over to our turn. That was a huge break. Okay, so let's do, or maybe I just hold on to a drop kick here actually, because I need to get her confused locked. So we're going to use 3 uses here so I can play Rocket Raccoon. Play only if your Danny has a guardian trait. For this scenario, we do have the guardian trait with that house rule, thanks to the Olaps. So Rocket comes into play here. When Rocket attacks the minion, he gets +3 for attack and he gains overkill. So he's going to swing for 1 plus 3, so 4 damage on a Pirate Lackey. They will take 1 damage, and a 3 will bleed over to Nebula. So she'll drop from 7 down to 4. Right, and then we defeat this minion here. So no more removing cards. Rocket will then take a consequential damage. And the Cha is going to exhaust. We're going to Thor for 3 with the Power Stone from the main. Drop this from 5 down to 2 threat. Then we're going to use the first player action here, exhaust Milano. Spend 2 resources. We're going to do up to 2. We're going to do the full 2 to take 2 threat off of here. Clears that off. All right, and then we're going to flip down to Arch Eagle because we have her confused. And that's going to end our turn. Let's ready back up. Okay, and then I can't use the hand cannon because I keep getting exhausted. I'm gonna have to exhaust it here too. Let's drop it up to hands as a 6. Hold on to this drop kick here. Okay, there's a Wakanda Forever. There's another one. There's a drop kick. Do I have? I have the physicals if I use a Milano. Man, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I'm gonna have to use Milano for a drop kick, I think. And then I think we just flip her over and then double Wakanda Forever. I'm tempted to actually. We could do this, the Vibranium Suit. If I do Vibranium Suit, Dropkick, we can still play Wakanda Forever, I think. Yeah, alright. Hopefully we keep everything in our hand. Okay, Nebula's turn, she's going to add 1 evasion counter. Then she adds 1 threat on the main scheme because of the 1 evasion counter. She's going to scheme against us because we're an Arch Eagle. She's confused, so activation does not go through. This won't trigger. Then we get a face on counter card. Please. Okay. Oh, no. It's lethal intent. Alright, that is the worst. Okay, so it comes in with 2 threat. When reviewed, we discard from the counter until we get a technique, and then we reveal it. And the first technique reviewed each round gains surge, so that's going to trigger too. And we have a hazard scheme there, which we got to get rid of. Okay, so we're going to mill here until we get a technique, and then we just review that technique. So it's going to surge, and then we'll get another encounter card. Dang it, that's the worst. And I have to get rid of the lethal intent as well because of that hazard. we would have had so many turns without a technique, guys. That would have been so nice. Okay, we got in here. Nebula cannot take more than 5 damage for a single attack. We don't do the special, we just review the card. So it just comes in play here. But it's going to surge because of Nebula's stupid ability. So surge into another technique. But this one will not trigger, and only the first technique attachment each round gains surge. So this one does not surge. This one, the special discard 1 card from your hand, and then the permanent effect is to, or the constant effect is to reduce the amount of damage she takes from each attack by 1. Oh, that's not good. So now I can't flip her evenly. All right, it's back over to our turn. That was a rough one. I'm gonna have to heal here. Yeah, okay, let's exhaust, recover by 4. Brings from 3 up to 7. Um, hmm. Should I even wait? Okay, hold up, guys. Let me think. Should I recover? Yeah, I think we need to recover there because I really want to make a bigger push. That's fine. So this will reduce the amount of damage from each attack by 1. So drop kick only does 3 damage. We're gonna flip up to hero form. I think we still play the drop kick here. Let me think. Is there any better way to do this? No, there is. Okay, let's exhaust the martial prowess. Wait, is there a better way to do this? Gotta get rid of this thing. And then we lose a card from our hand. Man. Alright, let's see. The man will go up by 2. Okay, Rocket's got a Thwart, so let's Thwart for 2 and clear off the lethal intent. He'll take a consequent damage, but now we got rid of the hazard, or he'll take no damage like this. So at least we got rid of the hazard. 3 threat on the main. We're at 7 life. I kind of want to play Bug. We make a base attack, we can heal him. Let's just go ahead and drop kick here. I think the stun is good. Yeah, okay, we're gonna just stun her. So we exhaust and launch generate a physical resource. Martial prowess generates another physical resource. This would be a 3rd physical resource to play drop kick. Here, actually attack deal 4 damage to enemy if you pair this using only physicals, which we are doing. Stun enemy and draw a card. But this will reduce it by 1, so it only does 3 damage, brings her from 4 down to 1. But she gets stunned here, she does not have stalwart, and we also get to draw a card with the drop kick. And such your knowledge. Okay, that's the resource card for us. Okay, let me think here. So we could play Wakanda Forever. We could play Vibranium Suit into the Wakanda Forever, but that's not worth it. Okay, how many more Wakanda Forevers do we got? I believe T'Challa has 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we have 1 more in the deck, guys. If we draw a last one, it's gonna give us good dividends. However, stun. We don't know what the encounter card is. We can heal some damage, and flipper. Ooh, Sesame's here. Hopefully she didn't make too much noise for you guys. I really want to use my hand cannon too. Yeah, because we can really pop off with that. Let's do it. We're gonna use 2 resources here. We'll play the Vibranium Suit, so we got another T'Challa upgrade down. And then we're gonna use a resource here to play Wakanda Forever. So resolve special of each Black Panther we control. We can choose the order. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay. She's a good girl. Okay. She didn't knock anything over. So we play the Wakanda Forever. We're gonna pick to do the Panther Claws first. It's gonna do 2 damage. Oh wait, only 2. Oh yeah, wait, 2 is enough. Yeah, it's gonna do 2 damage to Nebula. Reduce it by 1 with the white sand, so still doing 1 damage. Flips her, brings her down to 0 life. Okay, so now Nebula is gonna be flipped over to her 3rd and final stage here, and then she's gonna have how much life? 20 hit points here, and then she has a similar ability. So the first technique will still gain surge, but then whenever she initiates an activation, we have to resolve the special on each one, and then we may remove the top card of our deck to discard one of them. Okay, so after we do Panther Claws, we're going to do Vibranium Suit. So special here is to move 1 damage from here to enemy, but 2 instead if it's a final step in sequence. It is a final step. So we're going to move 2 damage. We go from 7 up to 9, and then put 2 damage on Nebula. Because it has an attack keyword, she reduces the amount of damage from that attack by 1, so just do 1. That'll bring her from 29 to 19. Alright, but now we're at 9 health, and hopefully we can get into something good here. Okay, that's going to turn. Let's right back up. And we're going to draw up to our hand sets of 5. We just need to coast a little bit longer. Okay, 5 cards here. Okay, Nebula's turn, she adds an evasion counter. And she has 2 threat. It goes from 3 up to 5 again. She's going to attack us, but she is stunned here. So I can just not go through. No force interrupt, no techniques. Please don't be anything. Oh no, this is terrible. Okay, when a viewer Nebula attacks you, if damage is dealt by this attack, place an evasion count on Nebula's ship. She's going to attack us here. So whenever she attacks, we resolve special of each technique in play. So we lose a random card and place a threat on the main. Yep, the Ruthless is gonna kill us here. Um, yeah, so we do that first before we decided we would defend with Rocket or not. So let's just go ahead and do that. So we'll lose a random card from our hand. Oh man, the Ruthless guys. And then it's gonna pop the main. Oh, what happens when that happens? Do we like? I know it mills a bunch of cards from the encounter deck and the player deck. Okay, so we discard a card random from our hand. So we're gonna lose this card. Then we will place one threat on the main scheme. So let me see. This happens before her attack is going through, right? Yeah. So we place a threat on the main scheme. It goes up to 6. It's going to advance. When that happens, we place 2 evasion counters on Nebula's ship. For each evasion counter on the ship, there's 4. Discard the top 2 cards of each player deck and encounter deck. Yep. So okay, we're gonna discard 8 cards from our deck, which decks us out. It says discard top 2 with the player deck and encounter. Okay, so we're gonna discard like all these cards here. We deck out, right? Um, we can't discard more than whatever we don't have. So we discard 7. We decked out. We get Delphi. It's on encounter card for decking out. I have another encounter card after this. Then we're gonna shuffle up here, and then we're gonna discard the top 8 cards of the encounter deck as well, right? Yeah, yeah, because 4 times 2, right? Discard the top 2 cards for each evasion counter. Yeah. Oh boy. Oh boy, that is not good. All right. Okay. So what's going on? We have another encounter card. We discard the cards here. Both ships in deck out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4 cards left in the deck. Okay. So we lose all these cards here. Any techniques? We got rid of a technique here, so that's good to see. And under fire, and then the world. Okay, she's gonna attack us here with a base of 3. I think I need to retain the power stone, so Rocket's gotta go. I need to use a power stone and hand cannon to attack. Do I do have enough for a drop kick. Unfortunately, Rocket's gonna defend this attack. Okay. Um. So she's hitting. Oh wait. Oh wait. Then we can remove the top card of our deck from the game and discard one attachment. So let's remove this card. Oh, what kind of forever? Dang it. Okay, and then we can discard this one that reduces the damage by 1. All right. So we did that, and then we need to advance the main scheme. So many things going on here. 3 threat there goes up by X, which is going to be a lot. Okay, 3 threat there, and then the attack is attacking now. Rocket's exhausted to defend. 3 plus a. Oh, come on, come on! After activation, attach Guard Nebula and resolve the special. All right, 3 damage takes out Rocket Raccoon. Okay, a lot of things are happening here. So if damage is dealt, we place an evasion count on the ship, so the ship goes up to 5 counters. All right, and then that's done with this. After activation, we trigger the special, so we take a damage and we give it to Nebula. So I wish I just kept Rocket there because she wouldn't have taken the power, or she was still taking the Power Stone. All right, we did everything. I think. Yeah, that was the attack. I think last we got lethal intent as our last encounter card, but I think there's no more techniques. Hopefully, so 2 threat. We discard from top encounter deck until we get a technique. Okay, thank goodness, no techniques. So that will fizzle. We don't have to get another technique, but Nebula is done decking out, so she gets a permanent celebration token to the main scheme, and then we shuffle up the encounter deck here. All right, that I don't think we got this, guys. She's at 19 health. There's just too many techniques, too much surging. I don't think we can do 19 damage here. I mean, if I get the stun off, I still have the thwart, and then the hazard's still in play, and we need to pop stuff off the Nebula ship. So I won't be able to get the stun, basically, right? Yeah, that's how that works because I don't have the physicals, right? So we need to use Milano and Martial Process physical for dropkick to get the stun, and then if I exhaust Milano, Nebula, we can't remove counters from the ship. Then we play Shuri here, I guess. She grab us a thing, and then me and Shuri just got thwart, I guess. Let's see. Yeah, we just have to do that. Okay, we'll do 2 resources here, and we're gonna play Shuri. Yeah, play Shuri. Okay, when she enters play, look through your deck for an upgrade, add to your hand, and shuffle up your deck. Let's grab our Tactical Genius, I guess. Or the no, yeah, let's get Tactical Genius. Let's upgrade. We add to our hand. Could also grab the Energy Spear. I think it's fine. Tactical Genius here. We're not playing that no more. Right. So we do that. Then we are going to use the first player action, exhaust Milano, spend up to 2 resources. We're going to do the full 2 to remove 2 evasion counters here. Okay, so how much threat is it going to go up by? She's going to attack as well, right? So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, goes up to 8. This will add 1, so it's going to pop. What I would like to do is have Shuri Thor from here and T'Challa Thor's here. If we do that, it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, goes up to 7. This adds 1, goes up to 8. I think we just have to take the risk here. Yeah, I cannot let the hazard stay in play. So Shuri's going to throw 1 from here. She'll take a consequential damage. T'Challa will throw 3. Defeat the lethal intent here. More encounter cards is never going to be good. All right, that ends our turn. Yep, it's ready back up. Draw back up to 5 here with... Okay, all right. We got Nick. We can play Nick. We have Wakanda Forever. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. All right. Because 19 health is just way too much. I don't think I can do 19 damage. Okay, so Nebula's turn, she's going to add 1 evasion counter. She's going to add 4 plus 1, so 5 threats remain. It goes up to 7. She's going to attack. We trigger this, so we resolve the special of both of them. So add 1 threat to the main and then take a damage. Drop down to 8 or 7, I mean. We're going to remove the top card of our deck from the game. Fusillade. That would have been great. Oh man. Okay. So remove that, and then we can discard one of these. Let's get rid of the Cutthroat Ambition. And then Shuri will defend. Hit him with a base of 3. Gets a boost here of 0. Takes out Shuri. Okay. Then we get an encounter card. Fire Lackey with Quick Strike. So it's gonna hit us for 2. We gotta take it. Drop down to 5. We're gonna retaliate. Hit it back for 1. And then we remove top card of our deck from the game because of the effect. Okay, so we lose group. All right, back over to our turn. So here, do I draw with Nick? Or do I do damage? If I do damage, I can do 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. We're going to do 16 damage, guys. Not enough. Yeah, we need to do... So that means we need to draw. We need to pick the draw option with Nick, right? Yeah, okay. We'll do 4 resources here so we can play Nick Fury. Whenever Nick enters play, choose one. We're pick the one to draw 3. Come on, give me something. Ooh, wait a minute. No, I think, I mean, let's say I play both Wakanda Forevers. Like, what does that do, right? I don't think that's enough. Can we do a drop kick? We can do a drop kick. So if drop kick does 4 and stun, the stun though is pretty nice. And I can play Wakanda Forever. I'll draw a card actually, right? Oh, but I have to use this Wakanda Forever. I don't have to use this physical. That would have been really, really nice. If I draw a card, I could play an ally, but I gotta manage so much right now because this will go up to 5. So she's gonna add 6 threat here. It's at 8, right? Out of 9. So we gotta drop it down to 3, but we gotta drop it down to 2. So we're throwing for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That drops it down to 3 only. Do I risk drawing a card with drop kick, or do I just drop down the counters and then thwart? I think we gotta drop the counters and thwart, and we just play with Wakanda Forevers, which can be good. We're gonna hold on to one Wakanda Forever and drop Nebula ship as much as we can here. I think that's the play. Okay, So let's do first play action, exhaust Milano, spend up to 2 resources. We're gonna do the full 2, and we'll take 2 counters off here, drop some 4 down to 2. So this will go up by 1, 2, 3, 4. So we gotta drop it down to 4 threat. So we just thwart, yeah. Nick is gonna thwart 2. The child will thwart 3. We'll take 5 threat off of here. So now it's gonna go up by 1, 2, 3, 4. So it goes up to 7. Okay, that's fine because there's a little bit more breathing room. Okay, so it did that, and then we can play with Connor forever here. Do I need the healing? I'll let the Pirate Lackey hit me. Oh, and Nick will take consort damage. It's fine. Okay, we'll use the resource here. We're gonna play with Connor forever. So resolve special of each black card to upgrade and play. We'll do the Panther Claws first. It deals 2 damage to enemy. So we will. They both are attacks. Doesn't matter. We'll hit the Pirate Lackey for 2, and take him out. Yeah. And then we're gonna Vibranium Suit. We're gonna. It's a final step in a sequence, so we can move 2 damage from the child. We go from 7 up or 5 to 7, and put 2 damage on Nebula. Brings her from 19 down to 17. And then we're gonna take a retaliate from that, so we drop down to 6. All right, and that will end our turn. Let's right back up. Yeah, this hand cannon is not getting any use here. We're going to a conquer forever, draw back up to 5, and hopefully we can get something. Okay, we got the drop kick to get the stun and draw 1 more card. That's what, 4? Okay, there's no point in looking. Let's just see what Nebula does, because an encounter card could just mess us up. All right, Nebula's turn. She's going to add 1 evasion counter. Goes up to 3 counters here. Then she's going to add 3 plus acceleration, so 4 threat to the main. So 4 plus 3 is going to be a total of 7 out of 9. All right. Nebula is going to attack us. She'll trigger the Force Interrupt. So especially we take a damage. Then we can just remove the top card deck from the game. Let's do that. Oh no, I should have done it. Okay, to get rid of that. Should not have done it, guys. These are our remove cards. We lost 2 Wakana Forevers. Take it, guys. All right. So we did that. Now she's attacking us for 3. Nick will defend. Here's the boost. Give her additional boost. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 damage. Takes out Nick Fury. Come on, chilling counter card. Chilling exhaustion, surges. Full breach, choose 1. Exhaust Milano, spend 2 mentos, or do 3 damage to your first player. Oh man, that is rough. I think we lost here, guys, because we got exhausted with that exhaustion, and I don't have any thwarting. We're gonna choose to spend 2 mentos. No, we can't do that. Yeah, that's game. Can't do anything. If I don't exhaust Milano and I take that, drop it down to 1, it'll go up to 2. We'll add 3 to the main, which will be 10, right? So we'll lose with that as well. I guess we just do 3 damage. Yeah, so we drop from 5 down to 2, right? No, wait. Okay, let's just exhaust Milano. So we set 5. All right. So, man, oh boy. So all I do is just play this and this. Okay, let's just do this. So we're gonna use the Martial Project generates a physical resource. This will be dealt when paying for aggression card to play Dropkick. Your actual attack do 4 to enemy, which from 17 down to 13. We can also stun her because we use only physicals. Declare the wild to be physicals and draw a card, which is an ancestral knowledge. And that's gone. So she's down 13. No retaliate there. If we play with Connor forever, we do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, brings her down to 8. If we could have attacked, we would have done 5 more, and if we had the Wakanda forever not get removed, we could have done more there as well. Yeah, that's it. All right, we can't do anything. We will just use shuffle 3 cards and just grab out back into your deck. Yeah, that's it. Okay, we'll use a resource. Let's play Wakanda forever. We'll do move 1 damage, so we go from 5 with the 6, and then do 4 damage here. So it's gonna do a total of 5, brings from 13 down to 8, and we're gonna end our turn. So let's ready up. Draw back up to 5. And it is Nebula's turn. She adds an evasion counter, goes up to 4. She's going to add 5 threat. It pops, and then we lose. So 12 out of 9. Stage complete. She's able to take the Power Stone, and she wins there. All right, guys, that was pretty rough. All right, we'll do a rematch here, guys. All right, yeah, the hand cannon. If I could just get some procs out of it, that, yeah, that was a rough sequence. Let's get our remove cards here. Nebula is my most my biggest arc nemesis in Marvel Champions. I just don't understand her design. Let's set everything back over. Let me see, what are we doing? We'll put this back here. She was stunned. We got her stunned too. Doesn't matter. This here. This back there. We gotta get her stage 2. Right there. And then let's shuffle all this up. Oh boy. Nebula, Nebula, Nebula. We were having like pretty good turns too. Like she just spiraled too much, I think. Just the techniques, right? It's just if you get a bunch of techniques against Nebula, you lose. If you are able to bypass the techniques and get lucky and don't get them, then she's really easy. Okay, so what's gonna happen here for the setup? We have the environment into play, the Nebula ship, we have the Milan support, we have the Power Stone on Nebula, and then we discard the top 2 cards in the encounter deck here. Shuffle up a little more in the player deck first. Alright, so she's gonna have 17 life. Fix this. We're gonna have 11. And then top 2 cards. Man, technique here. So she's retaliate 1 already, and special take a damage. Okay, alright, so we are here. She has the Power Stone. This is gonna be advanced, 2 initial threat. We'll drop 6. Alright, this is game 2, guys. Game 2. We're readied up here with this. Let's do our mulligans. We're on to the double. Don't know if I want the drop kick. I like a lot of the stuff here. Oh man. Let's hold on to dropkick and Gamora. We'll mulligan 3 cards. Or I could do some. Okay, we'll hold on to that as well. Yeah, we'll mulligan 2 cards. This could be a physical for the dropkick. Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Let's mulligan 2. That's fine. No, let's mulligan 3. Yeah, we'll draw 3 more. We have 3 energy spheres in the deck. Okay, that is pretty good. That is pretty good, guys. Okay, so we're gonna use our foresight. We search our deck for a Black Panther upgrade and add to your hand. So the question here is, do I want to get one that I want to play, or do I just want a resource, right? If we're gonna drop kick with the Milano, which will draw us a card. I'm feeling like I play Psylocke here, because Psylocke can confuse Nebula as well. If we just stun and confuse her, is that our path to victory? So if I'll draw a card with drop kick, I get a card here. Why don't we're gonna get a resource card. So let's do not the Panther Claws, because that one's great. We'll do the Energy Dagger. Yeah, that would be our resource card here. Alright, so we'll shuffle up our deck, and that's our setup. After we do the mulligan, we grab a Black Panther upgrade with Foresight. Okay, and we'll shuffle up. Okay, alright, let's go ahead and get started. We're going to flip up to hero form. Oops. Okay, and then let's go ahead and Milano for a wild resource declared to be a physical. This will be 2 more physicals for a total of 3 physicals to play a drop kick. Here, I should attack, do 4 damage to an enemy, and then you pay for only physicals. We stun an enemy and we draw a card. So 4 damage on Nebula. We're going from 17 down to 13. She's gonna retaliate, hits back for 1. We drop down to 10, and then we use only physicals. So she's stunned, and we're drawing a card here. Spider Girl. Okay. All right. So now, actually, I could actually play X and get the energy daggers down. Oh, and I forgot, when we do more 3 damage attack, we actually take the Power Stone away from Nebula. So now we have the Power Stone here. I kind of want to do. Oh, I should have grabbed our other Black Panther upgrade. I didn't think this through. So I think in that case, I just play Psylocke, and we hold on to a double here. Okay, we'll do 4 resources right here, so I can play Psylocke. He comes into play with 2 psionic counters. and then she'll be ready up. Whenever she attacks, we're gonna have her attack right now. We can remove a psionic counter, confuse the enemy, and do 1 damage to it. So we're confuse Nebula. Then we'll do 1 damage to her, brings from 13 down to 12. And then that's not an attack, but now Silas attack one will go through. That'll bring Nebula from 12 down to 11. And then she'll take a retaliate from that because that one is an attack. So we take retaliate and we take 1 constant damage, so 2 damage on Psylocke. Alright. And then Black Panther is going to swing for 3 on Nebula. That'll bring her from 11 down to 8. We'll take a retaliate, drop us down to 9. That will end our turn. Let's ready back up. We'll draw back up to 5 here. Okay, not the best hand because I think I played Golden City and flip down. Okay, it is Nebula's turn. She's going to add 1 evasion counter. Then she adds 1 threat to the main because X equal to 1. Alright, she's going to attack us. She is stunned. So nothing happens. She does not do the force interrupt or anything like that because she never activated. And counter card, Shadow the Past. Okay, we get our nemesis Killmonger here. Killmonger cannot take damage from Black Panther upgrades. He has 5 life, 2 scheme, and 2 attack. We have this side scheme here with a hazard. We shuffle the 3 cards into the encounter deck here. Okay. So 3 per player threat. I mean, to try I can throw it out. Killmonger scheming though. Do I have any attacks in my hand? I don't remember what my hand was. Let's shuffle this up first, and we can see what we can do. Shadow the Past is not my favorite here because I really want to flip down. I can't flip with that hazard. Oops. I can't flip with that hazard in play, right? Alright. Alright, what's going on here? Do we have... Oh, we have nothing. We have a Golden City here. So the thing is, if Killmonger schemes, he's going to pop the main. Unless Psylocke just thwarts. Because if Psylocke thwarts, this will go up 2. So it goes up to 3. He'll scheme for 2, goes up to 5. Yeah, we could just have Psylocke thwart. I think we're just going to have Psylocke thwart, unfortunately. We got to get the Golden City down, I think. And draw some cards for us. Let's do... We're going to thwart for 3 and clear off the hazard here. So we don't get double encounter cards because every extra encounter card we get with Nebula is a chance of death. Then we're going to flip down to Alter Ego. We're going to use a double resource here to play the Golden City. The 2 cost support as an alter action. We exhaust it to draw 2 cards. We are an alter ego, so let's go ahead and exhaust it here and draw 2 cards. 1, 2. Got Mockingbird. So what I could do is actually Mockingbird here, and then remove an invasion counter. We throw it for 1. We add 1 back. It goes up to 3. He'll scheme for 2. Stays at 5, and we get a stun Nebula. Yeah, that's a play. How many do we lose for Con Forevers? No, okay. We still have a lot here. We're gonna lose the Vibranium suit though, but I think that's okay. Okay, let's go ahead and use 3 resources here. So we're gonna play Mockingbird. When she enters play, we can stun enemy. Let's stun Nebula. Then we're going to exhaust Milana for a first player action here. Exhaust it, spend up to 2 resources. We're going to spend 1 to remove equal amount of evasion counter. So clearing that off. Then Mockingbird is going to thwart for 1 from here. Drop down 2. She'll take a consequential damage, and we end our turn. So we can just draw 2 more cards with the Golden City next turn. We may be able to pop off. Okay, so drawing up to 6 here. Let's write this back up. Okay, we got Vibranium with the drop kick. So, but he's already stunned actually, so it doesn't really matter. We have to fuse delayed. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 5, 6. Okay. Nebula's turn. She's gonna add 1 evasion counter. Then she's gonna add 1 threat to the main. She's gonna scheme, but she's confused. She does not trigger anything because she never activates, so it doesn't do the force interrupt. Killmonger's gonna scheme for 2. The main goes up to 5 out of 6 here. Alright. Then we get 1 phase down counter card. Please, master plan. Place 4 threat on each side scheme. If there are no side schemes, we mill until we get a side scheme and then reveal it, which will probably be the lethal intent, right? Please don't be lethal intent. Please don't be lethal intent. Please. Please. Give me like cannonade. Got rid of a lot of techniques though. Come on, cannonade. No lethal intent. Man, where are the side schemes here? Oh crapper, she's accelerating. So many cards here from the encounter deck. It's not good. And if we get lethal intent, it's gonna mill even more. Okay, we got this thing. I'm fine with that. So we review the side scheme. Sound the alarms with 2 per player threat. Each enemy gets +1 attack. I might just ignore that. Okay, we got a little bit of a break there. Okay, it's back over to our turn. Let's go in city. Alter ego action. We are an alter ego. We can draw 2 cards. 1, 2. Okay. The problem now is that we don't have the Wakanda Forevers aren't good here because we don't have our stuff. Let me think here. Do I want to just? I think I just drop kick Killmonger, and then we probably just overkill him with the hand cannon. Yeah, that could work. And then we could just play martial prowess. Yeah, I think we just do that. Okay, let's go ahead and flip up here to hero form. Okay, we are going to use a double resource when paying for an aggression card, so we can play martial prowess. The 2-cost upgrade, we can exhaust generate a physical resource for an attack event. All right, let's go ahead and do that. So physical for an attack event. This will be 2 more wilds. Declare all the wilds to be physical. So 3 physicals for an attack event. So we can play a drop kick. Here I should attack you 4 damage to enemy. If you pay for the only physicals, which we did, stun the enemy and draw a card. So we're going to stun Killmonger, put 4 damage on him, and we'll also draw a card here. We're drawing Wakanda Forever. Dang it. It's not good right now, guys. So we could, I think we just toss them. We play a hand cannon here, and then we keep clearing that thing off. Psylocke will die with 1 more activation, so I think I keep her around. Okay, let's do Milano for first player action. Spend a resource, removes 1 counter from there. Then we'll do 2 resources here to play a hand cannon. 2-cost upgrade. Coming back down here, readied up, and then it's going to have the 3 charge counters. Okay, so this time we're going to swing for 3 on Killmonger. We're going to use a hand cannon's ability, exhaust it, and remove a counter. And then we can get +2 for attack, and it gains overkill. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 damage on Killmonger. He has 1 life left. 4 will bleed over to Nebula, bring it from 8 down to 4. So Killmonger is defeated, and we won't take retaliate from that because we never attack Nebula directly. We just hit Killmonger. And he can't take damage from that because it's not a Black Panther upgrade. Okay, so he's defeated here. Then let's do. I still have this in my hand. I guess I do. Okay, let's do Mockingbird's gonna throw for 1 from here, drop from 5 down to 4, and then I think we end our turn here. Let's right back up. The good thing is we have Nebula still stunned. Hopefully, I can get 1 more confused off next turn, so we can draw more Golden City. Let's hold on to this. I don't want to accelerate, so we'll draw back up to 5. Okay, Panther Claws is really good here, and Mockingbird takes constant damage, so I forgot about that. Okay, Nebula's turn. She's going to add 1 evasion counter to ship. She adds 1 to the main, goes back up to 5. She has a lot of Insight 1 cards in her deck, though, which is a little bit unfortunate. She's going to attack us. She's stunned, does not trade a Force Interrupt. We're keeping the Weapon Mastery still in play here. Honor Among Thieves. This card until you get a criminal minion, reveal it, and give the minion a tough, and then give the villain face down boost card. Dang, so many things. Okay, mill until we get a criminal minion. So hopefully we get rid of some nasty stuff here. That's both. Okay, all right, we've got rid of a lot of nasty cards, but all of our cards are nasty. So we got his minion here. Reveal it, give the minion a tough stats card, and then give the villain a face down boost card. So Nebula will now get a face down boost card. And then for the Pirate Lackey here, they have quick strike, so they're going to attack us here for 2. We are going to take it because we want to retaliate. So we take 2 damage, brings us from 9 down to 7. We now remove the top card of our deck from the game with its ability. Vibranium. Okay, that's fine. We're going to retaliate it back for 1, so we knock off the tough and the Pirate Lackey. All right, at least we got that going on. And then, we have piercing here, though. That's fine. Okay, and then that's it. Oh, we take 3 damage because each enemy gets +1 attack, so we're actually taking no damage. Now 6 here. All right, let's see here. I'm going to flip down. Psylocke's going to confuse Nebula. So yeah, let's go ahead and have Psylocke exhaust, remove an evasion counter, or a psionic counter. We're going to attack Nebula. This does not have guard, so we're going to do 1 damage to Nebula with that. Then Psylocke's attack of 1 will go through, brings it down to 2, and we also get the confuse off before the actual attack. Nebula's going to retaliate, do 1 Psylocke, defeats her. But now we got her confused, so I can flip down here again. So just keeping her locked here. And then Mockingbird's going to have to just stay, I think. Okay, what do we do here? I could play a Panther Claws into a Con of Forever, and then just manually thwart out the main. I like to hold on to Groot though. We don't have. Yeah, I gotta take out the Pirate Lackey as well. Because if I draw two with the Golden City, what am I doing with those cards? I can't play anything anymore, right? If I had Groot in my hand, I could potentially play it. Actually, I could use the Milano. No, I just removed the evasion counters. All right, that's fine. That's fine. We'll just do that then. Okay, we'll do 2 resources to play our Panther Claws, which we always want as T'Challa with this deck because it's our weapon upgrade. Right, and then we'll do 1 resource to play with Con Forever. Trade a special of each Black Panther upgrade control. So right here, just one. It's a final one in sequence, so it's gonna do 4 damage to enemy. We'll take out the Pirate Lackey here. Nebula has his boost. We are going to Thor for 3 from the main, drop from 5 down to 2 threat. Then we're flipping down into Alter Ego. Get more card draw. Let's exhaust the Golden City and draw 2. 1, 2. I like the Tactical Genius here though as well. Check how many Fusillades we got left. One. Well, one more Fusillade actually, so I think I'm gonna burn that Fusillade. And then I have more doubles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have one more Vibranium and one more Power of Aggression because one of our Vibraniums was removed. We still have one more. So I'll probably draw it back up with our massive hand size. Let's use the first wave action. Exhaust Milano, spend a resource right here. Get rid of the evasion counter. So we're doing good here. We just need to not die. All right, that's going to end our turn. Let's ready back up. And then we will draw back up to a hand size of 6 here. Hold on to Tactical Genius. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nick Fury. Oh man. If we can draw into a Vibranium or something, that'd be really good. Okay, it is Nebula's turn. She's going to add 1 evasion counter. Then she adds 1 threat. She's going to scheme through an Alter Ego. She's confused. Nothing happens. This is still going to just stay there, not doing nothing. Hopefully this boost never activates. We get an encounter card. Then Alter Ego is going to gain Surge. Okay, thank goodness we're an Alter Ego. Into Cannonade. Okay, my favorite side scheme is going to have Amplify, Hinder 3 plus 1. So it's going to have 4 threat on here. And then every boost card will have +1 boost icon. So we're ignoring that. We can't waste our time throwing out these side schemes there. Okay, it's backward to our turn. Okay, this game is going much differently, guys. Let's go in City to draw 2 cards. Vibranium, no Vibranium. We have how many more cards? We have 2 cards left in the deck. Nick will draw me a Vibranium, right? Let me just make sure that it's in the deck here. One Vibranium. Yeah, and then 1 was removed. Okay, so Nick is drawing me a Vibranium, right? If Nick draws in Vibranium, I can calculate that and how I want to do this. Can I push for damage is the question. Let me think. Because we can... Okay, let me think. So this will pay for Fusillade. Nick will draw a bunch of cards. Do I want to get the Wakanda Arrows back in the shuffle? Well, the question is, do I have the kill here? Probably not, right? Okay, let's just calculate here. So we got remember she has retire 1. We're doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus 10. If we do this, it's going to be 18. And then if we do this on Mockingbird, it's going to be 21. So I can do 21 damage. She has 22. Yeah, so I'll be short, right? Yeah, because let me think. She gets +2 attack. She's swinging for... Okay, let's calculate that one more time. So 3, 6, 8. What is that? Yeah, 3, 6, 8. And then 4 is 12, plus another 4, because 2 Wakanda Forever is 16, plus Fusillade. Yeah, 21. Dang it, guys. We can do 21 damage, guys. Wait. Why don't I just do the 21? And it will retaliate. But to retaliate, I have to survive the attack. Is there a way for me to survive the attack? When she has this boost, she gets +1 attack, and she has that. If I recover, I can. I'm not recovering, though, right? I can't, because if I recover, I won't be able to get the damage off. Let me see. We're at... Okay, let me think. If I exhaust to defend for 2, and we're at 6 life, she doesn't do 8 damage. She'll get another boost here. She's gonna hit for a 1, 2, 3. No, we're taking a bunch of brutality. Yeah, we're not gonna survive. There's no way. Okay. All right, that plan is out of the not an option here. Okay, so we just have to control longer. All right. I guess we're just playing Nick and drawing with him. I think I'll hold on to Mockingbird. Yeah. Okay. It's for another defense if we need it, because I'm not gonna heal here. We're not going for the healing. All right, we'll do. How do I get out Nick Fury? Is a question. 1, 2, 3. Do I let the evasion counters go up? I think I do. I think we're gonna. Wait, no. We have 4 resources here. I'll play one Wakanda forever. Okay, we'll do 4 resources right here, so we can play. We draw into Vibranium. I'm not playing anything with the Vibranium. That's the problem. So that's why I want to hold on to Tackle Genius here. Okay, we're gonna do Milano for a resource. This will be 3 more for a total of 4, so we can play Nick Fury. When Nick enters play, choose one. We want to draw 3, so we're gonna draw 2 cards here. We deck out, get dealt a face down counter card, and then we're gonna shuffle our discard pile here back into the deck. Okay, so we're gonna play this Wakanda forever, and hopefully do some more other things as well. We'll see, guys. We'll see. All right. So this will be the first turn I'm not stunning her. It'd be a little bit scary. But the thing is, we milled so many evasion or so many techniques. I don't know. Well, the thing is, there's no point for me to check discard out because I don't know how many techniques are in her deck. But I feeling decent here. Let's use a double resource here, and we'll play the Tackle Genius. So now we have 2 Black Panther uppers in play. The Thorn one's going to be a little bit useful here. So we're just going to put on a bunch of damage here, I think is the play. Okay, let me think. Let me think. We'll do. Should I just have Nick swing for the initial 2? I think we do. Let's just see. This will go up to 5. It won't pop. We'll get 2 encounter cards. Might pop with that though. No, Nick has a thwart, huh? Um, Wait, no. We tackle genius. It goes down to 2. That goes up there. It'll go up to 4. I really want Nick to attack. Okay, we're gonna attack. Nick's gonna swing for 2 on Nebula. That'll bring from 2 down 0. All right. That will flip Nebula over to her 3rd and final stage. No one reviewed effect. Just as nasty though. She's retired 1, so she'll hit Nick for 1, and then Nick will take a cost for damage. She has 20 hit points here. Oops. We just gotta bring her down. Okay. I don't think I recover here. Or we can Wakanda forever, and then we Fusillade. This 5 will take a retaliate, and we also swing hard. And hopefully we can just pull it through next turn. Yep, that'll be the play. Let's flip up to hero form. We're going to use a resource here, so we can play Wakanda Forever. Resolve special of each Black Panther upgrade. So we'll do Tackle Genius first, takes 1 threat off the scheme, and then we'll do Panther Claws. It's a final one in sequence, so it can do 4 damage to enemy, 4 on Nebula. Brings her from 20 down to 16. She'll retaliate, hit us back for 1. We drop down to 5. Then we're going to use a double resource here when paying for an aggression card to play Fusillade, exhaust a weapon upgrade you control. We can exhaust Panther Claws because it is a weapon upgrade. It has a weapon trait and it's an upgrade, so we actually exhaust it here. Use 5 damage to enemies, so we're going to hit Nebula for another 5. Brings from 16 down to 11. And then she's going to retaliate his back for 1. We drop down to 4. And then we are going to swing for 1, 2, 3. Exhaust a hand cannon, remove counter. It does 2 more and overkill, so 5 damage to Nebula. Brings her from 11 down to 6. She's going to retaliate, hit his back for another 1. We drop down to 3. Alright, we just got to survive this. Alright, that will end our turn. Let's ready back up. And we're going to draw up to our hand size here. So this is her big turn because she gets 2 encounter cards. Drawing back up to 5. Oh man. Oh man, oh man. I can put the energy spear on Mockingbird or even Professor X. We should have it. Okay, Nebula's turn. She's going to add 1 evasion counter. Goes up to 2. She's going to add 2 threats to the main because X equals 2 now. She's going to attack us. Nick Fury will block. Force interrupt. So we get a red boost here. Resolve special of each technique in play. So take a damage. We drop from 3 down to 2. We're getting kind of low. And then you may then remove top card of your deck from the game to discard it. Let's go ahead and yeah, we'll remove this card here, top card, and then we will discard that. So no more retaliate. I don't think I can take the retaliate. So Nick here is defending after activation attached to Nebula. So she's hitting for a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 damage on Nick. Takes him out. What does this one do? So it takes out Nick. And then after activation, attach Nebula and resolve special. The special is give Nebula a tough status card. I didn't know there were still techniques in there, guys. What the heck? Thought we milled so many. So she gets a tough status card. If she has one, give her a face on boost. She did not have one. And she also gained Stalwart. So she's Stalwart now. Okay. We get an encounter card for 12-2. First one is Pirate Lackey with Quick Strike. Hits us for 3 with a +1 attack. Have to defend it. Yeah, we're going to have to defend this one. Because, yeah, so we're going to defend here because I need Mockingbird to block if she gets an attack activation there, right? So she's going to hit for 3. 1, 2, 3. We have 2 defense, so we're going to take 1 damage. And then we remove the top card of our deck from the game. Just Fusillade. And then we retaliate on the Pyrolaki. Do a damage here. Please, guys. What is this? Power Siphon. Choose one. Okay, we're going to pick the one to exhaust Milano. And we're done. Okay. All right, guys. All right. I think we got this. This minion does not have guard. So we're down to 1 life. And I think we can barely pull this off. So let's first use, let me think here, Energy Spear or Mockingbird. And then, yeah, okay, yep, okay. Resource here, so we can play Energy Spear. Attach a Guardian Ally. Thanks to the house rule from the Olops, Mockingbird is a Guardian Ally because when hero form, we give all our allies a Guardian trait. So we give some Mockingbird, she gets +2 attack and her attacks gain Piercing. So she's at 3 attack now with Piercing. Swinging on Nebula because we can ignore the Pyrolaki. Piercing off the tough from her. 3 damage brings her from 6 down to 3. Then Mockingbird will take a consequent damage. She gets defeated here. We're at 1 life with T'Challa. But all we gotta do is use a resource here so we can play a Wakanda Forever. Here, action attack, resolve special of each Black Panther upgrade you control. We're gonna do Tackle Genius first, removes 1 threat from a scheme. And then the Panther Claws is gonna do 4 damage to an enemy. It is a final step in sequence, so it does 4. On Nebula, that will bring her from 3 all the way down to 0, and she will not retaliate because she's defeated. But if she does get the retaliate off, then we lose. And there you go, guys. That is Nebula on extra mode. Huge shouts to the Olops. Thank you for this fun what if game here with T'Challa, Black Panther being the new Star Lord. Let's see here. If we Golden City and drew 2 more cards, what would we gotten? We would have gotten this and this in hand. Yeah, never mind. It wouldn't have worked out. Yeah, because I was thinking if I drew into an ally, I could potentially play the ally and have it attack Nebula. But yeah, we needed to finish it off there. So just barely making it there. That second game was pretty quick. I think like what, 20 minutes? But the first one took a little bit longer and it was a loss. But yeah, okay. Right, nothing happens here. Yeah. All right. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys all in the next video.